And we have now seen confirmed an outstanding judge who I think will be a magnificent jurist.
And he made that promise in Charleston, South Carolina,
yes.
Meaningful for so many reasons. I'd love for you to also talk about this moment for those too young to recognize how much has happened in this country just in the past 50, 60 years. See, I can't even understand it myself because of American heroes like you.
Now, as I stated in my last video, Jim Clyburn is held in high regard within the Democratic Party because of his ability to keep Black Americans from veering too far off of the Democratic Party ranch. Forget about being an independent, and don't you dare even think about entertaining Republicans. You just stay right here on the Democratic Party ranch with good old Uncle Clyburn. And we all know that we can trust Uncle Clyburn, right? Well, maybe not, because it seems that good old Uncle Clyburn has been caught with his hands in the cookie jar because he was recently outed for making it rain on his family members with campaign money. As you can see right here in this article titled, Clyburn Inc., South Carolina Dem showers family members with over $200,000 from campaign funds. And just an FYI before we get started, I will have the link to every page that I pull up on the screen in the description box below so you can look into the records for yourself. Now let's get into this article. House Majority Whip James Clyburn has showered numerous family members with more than $200,000 in campaign cash in recent years. The South Carolina Democrats' campaign expenditures have made their way to 5 relatives, including 2 of his daughters, their husbands, and a grandson, the records show. One family member benefiting from the campaign's operations is Jennifer Clyburn Reed, Clyburn's daughter, who has pocketed $45,000 for a campaign management fee between July and December of 2020. Now, as you can see right here, this is the official United States government website that keeps track of where all the campaign money goes, called Federal Election Commission, or simply put, FEC.gov. And when you scroll down just a little, you'll see all of the money that Clyburn paid to his daughter. Spender, Friends of Clyburn. Recipient, Reed Jennifer, Clyburn's daughter. State, South Carolina. Descriptions, campaign management fee, whatever that means, and most importantly, amount. And if you go down the row, you can clearly see that good old Clyburn paid his daughter $45,000. But it doesn't end there. Jennifer has also taken in tens of thousands of dollars for office rent. The rent checks, however, are not made out directly to her name, but instead steered to a limited liability company she owns. Clyburn's campaign has dished out $62,500 in rent payments to a company called 49 Magnolia Blossoms LLC since March of 2020, federal records show. According to South Carolina business records, Jennifer Clyburn Reed's husband, Walter A. Reed, is the registered agent of the limited liability company. Now let's take a moment to look at these records very quickly, and as you can see here, recipient 49 Magnolia Blossoms LLC, state South Carolina, description office rent, and amount, which totals to $62,500. Now let's find out who's the registered agent of this 49 Magnolia Blossoms LLC. Could it really be Clyburn's son-in-law? Well, look at that. Walter A. Reed. Yes, it is. The company's reported address is identical to Jennifer and Walter's former home address, which the pair purchased in February of 2003, but appears to have been sold in April of 2021, according to Richland County property records. A $650 payment for office maintenance lighting was also disbursed to Walter in May of 2021, less than 2 weeks after the couple appeared to have sold their home. A $650 payment for office maintenance lighting. So Clyburn's daughter and husband are doing electrical work now too? Okay, I guess. The couple's LLC received its most recent rent check from Clyburn's campaign for $7,500 in the first quarter of 2022. And as you can see right here from the FEC.gov website, highlighted in yellow is the $7,500 Clyburn paid to his son-in-law. Clyburn's campaign records further show that Angela Hannibal, another one of his daughters, has raked in more than $20,000 for truck rentals, canvassing, voter outreach, and catering between April 2018 and October of 2019. So by the looks of this, Clyburn has been paying his family off with campaign money for years now. Angela's husband has also pocketed nearly $70,000 from Clyburn's campaign committee for community and district outreach and travel reimbursements. Now, by the looks of these records, Clyburn has been paying his son-in-law Cecil Hannibal since 2010. Clyburn has also paid his grandson, Walter A.C. Reed, thousands of dollars per month for a campaign management fee. Reed received 6 payments totaling $21,000 from his grandfather's campaign committee during the first quarter of 2022. His checks date back to October 2021 and topped $35,000. So as you can see here, this is truly a family affair. In between Jim Clyburn, his daughters, and his grandsons, we're looking at 3 generations of Clyburns getting paid off of campaign money. Clyburn, all told, has pushed more than $200,000 of his campaign funds to family members. Since entering Congress in 1993, Clyburn has not faced any legitimate threat to his House seat and has easily cruised through re-election in South Carolina's 6th congressional district. Now, hopefully this year all that changes by the hands of Marcel Dixon, but only time will tell. Will the 6th district of South Carolina finally stand up to Jim Clyburn and give him the boot? Or will they continue to keep him in office as he continues to funnel campaign money into the bank account of his family members? I guess we'll have to wait and see. So with all that being said, that does it for today's video. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification next to the subscribe button so you can be notified whenever I release a new video. All social media links will be pinned in the comment section below. Please make sure you text tdhiphop to number 33222. That's tdhiphop to number 33222. That way you'll get a direct text notification whenever I release a new video, but it also serves as a protection plan for myself in case YouTube ever gives this channel the axe. I'll be able to send you a direct link to where you can find me next. And last but not least, for those of you who have a love and appreciation for the work that I put in on this channel, the number one way you can show your support is through Patreon. For only $3 a month, that will help put me in position to take TD Hip Hop Media off of YouTube. Remember, the goal is not to grow big on YouTube, but to grow independent of YouTube. And for those who have issues with joining Patreon, you could also hit the join button that's next to the subscribe button, and that way you can become an official channel member for as little as $3 a month as well. And lastly, if you have not already, please make sure you join the emailing list. There is no way that I can go independent of YouTube if I cannot take the audience with me. And the link to that will be pinned in the comment section as well. Thank you for your time, and until the next video, peace.